Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. It's that time of the week again. This is Leah Ryan and Loft Manager Richard from the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario. It's a little late this evening. We're hoping the internet gods are going to work, but we don't know if they are. So, guys, if you can hear us, let us know. I'm going to check to see the comments in a second, check to make sure we're live on Facebook and YouTube. What are we doing this evening? This is the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario, and what do we do on Monday nights? We talk anything and everything to do with pigeons, pigeon racing, pigeon health, one loft racing, you name it. We talk about it with my special guest, my brother, loft manager Ryan, and my dad, loft manager Richard. I'm going to check to make sure we're live on Facebook and YouTube and send it over to you two handsome fellows who were just about ready to kill each other before we went on. Back to you, Ryan.
Leah, Leah, no, they say no pain is no gain, and no gain is no pain. Welcome, YouTubers. Welcome, Facebookers, Instagrammers, tweeters, twerkers, drug dealers, alcoholics, obese people. I don't give a shit who you are. As long as you're on this show, you're all right. Remember, we are all trip down and fall overs together. We're all trip downs. We're all fall overs. No matter how much money we have, how poor we are, how pleasant we are, how miserable we are. This show is about pigeon in general fun. Whew, that was a good intro. See, I had to come up with a good intro, and I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee here while everyone gets in. You can see the comments are just flying in. Sherry, the kind loft. There was another one. I think Peebler was there. We're waiting for David Ottaway to tune in. Leah, back to you.
Want to give a good evening to everybody who is tuning in. I'm not going to go through all the names. I'm just going to put them up on the screen so you guys can all see, and that means that I'm saying hello to you. Frank Icorn, Ryan, get that grin off your face. What a day you had. Well, while we wait for everybody to hop on the line here, Loft Manager Ryan, why don't you tell us about your day today a little bit?
You know what? I'm going to take offense to that, Frank, because it wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day. It was a phenomenal weekend. It was a phenomenal weekend. Um, I did something that I don't think too many people have ever done in a weekend. I visited four lofts on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So 3 days, four lofts. Three of the four lofts were Golden Doif winners. Ah, that means on a level of pigeon menning or pigeon personing or pigeon racing, all four of those or three of those men were hardcore racing pigeon gods. That means in all the competitions in their area, they destroy all comers. You know what? It was a great weekend. Starting off with Marco Mattis. That was super fun. Super pigeons, those Gabby Vandenbiels, absolutely super. And Marco Mattis, again, he says, you're going to Wolf and Fuchs. They're super. Went over there. I handled a pigeon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just go back here. The best of. Actually, I'm lying to you. At Marco Mattis's, I handled Miss Mattis. That was the best of 60,000 pigeons. Okay, a yearling hen. Best of 60,000 pigeons or yearlings, no pigeons. And then going over to Wolf and Fox, Fuchs. Sorry, handling again a cockbird. Best of 60,000 pigeons. Not a first, an overall ace pigeon. Then what the hell? We went over to Elkman, the best of the Leo Hermans. Frank Elkman, fantastic pigeon man. Super, right at that same level of pigeon man. I've never asked him if he had the Golden Doif. I should have. I was ignorant. I don't think he has, but he's been close. And then, well, hey, on Mondays, why don't we start our Mondays off the right way, eh? Let's hit a little bit of Hoyman. What a super weekend. Back to you.
Loft Manager Richard, I know there were some exciting things happening at the Pioneer Village for you this weekend. Did you want to let everybody know about our newest additions to the Pioneer Village?
Mm. Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about April and Sunday.
Oh yeah. The cat had some kittens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So named one April and the other one Sunday.
Yeah.
So they were born on April. Yeah, Sunday is going to be the first male. 5 kittens. Very nice. Very, very nice.
So we've got our first litter of kittens. I'm going to put them up here on the screen. Look at how cute they are. Loft manager Richard has been bottle feeding them for a bit, but now they're back with Mama, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So
The
welcome.
reason why I bottle feed them, and I don't know if you have a moment, but they were actually dead.
They were
And I
dead.
recovered them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were dead. Just basically dead.
So
Massaged them, put some warm breath on them, and they came back. And came back to life. There's 3 of them, and mother had 2 more the next day, and bottle fed for a day. And I thought, you know what, I better put them back. And I put them back, and mother took them, and everything's fine now. Everybody's happy.
yay. So good job. See, Ryan, you're visiting Loft
Very
and
nice.
Loft manager Richard saving lives.
Well, that's Ricky for you. That's Ricky for you.
I have a question for Ryan. So these
Go ahead.
people here that you talk about these winners and that, like we have 600 flyers on our combine truck, and there's another truck they hold about 1,400 birds. So, like, how does that work? Like
We're
how does the
in,
competition work?
it's just to win that golden doif. Uh, you have to win multiple different competitions. You have to be able to nominate pigeons. You have to win in all the different distances in 500 miles and 300 miles and 200 miles, and then nomination races. You got to do it in young birds, short, middle, and long. Uh, and it takes a bit of time to win it. And you got to earn the most amount of points. Um, you know, I'm not going to say
Sorry.
North America is real good. They do good at it. Back to you, Leah.
Now, Loft manager Richard, want to start with tips? Do we want to do some banding? What would we like to, guys? What do you guys want to see? Loft manager Richard's got you got flying bitch that we're going to band today. Show everybody how to do a little bit of banding.
Sure, no problem.
Or we want to do tips,
Okay.
or what would we like to do?
Let's start with the tips.
Start with the tips? Okay, well, we'll do one tip. Guys, if you have questions regarding pigeons, pigeon racing, one loft racing, breeding, weaning, you name it, we talk about it. Don't be shy. This show works best when we all contribute. So please post your questions or comments below. What do you got there, Ryan?
You know what? If the audience participates tonight, they're going to get a gift from me.
Let's see what it is.
I don't know if they're ready to see what it is yet, but they're going to get a nice gift from me. Something very nice here, Leah. You know what it is, right?
I do know what it is. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So what do we mean by
Very special.
participation? What is it that we want to see?
We've been on here a little bit, and I don't know. I don't know if the kids want to come out and play tonight. Guys, we told you. The show works better if you start chatting, you start asking questions, you start engaging. You go out on a date, and if you sit there with the person across from you and you go like this, it's as boring as shit. So listen, it's 2 a.m. here. Let's give her the fucking high gear, as I call it, eh? We gotta dig deep. We got fucking Verstrata tomorrow. So let's wake up. Back to you, Leah.
Mike Green, Jay-Z, hello, hello. Don Meredith says, a book from Hoyman's. Oh, it's better than a book from Hoyman's, Don. Better than that. We will get to it in a moment. We are going to show, yes, Ryan, we do see that ball there. We do see it. That's okay. It's 2 a.m. We're good. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And then we wonder why they come for us. All right, we're going to, Ryan, don't, please. Don't be
No, I
stupid.
wasn't.
Okay, before we do that, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Alfred. Alfred to the rescue. Alfred
Mm-hmm.
knows all about winning a golden doif. He knows the rules. So to win a golden doif, you have to be a member of the newspaper de doif, and then you can give up your designated pigeons every week if you have played it in time. Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
Oh, we have a
Good.
newbie here, Martin Coppersmith. I like the name. New to racing and starting out with some Jansons. Everybody in the Pioneer family, give a big hello to Martin. Welcome to the family, Martin. Congratulations on starting out in the wonderful sport of pigeon racing. Well done. We're going to give him a welcome, and while everybody gets their welcomes in for Martin, we're going to have a look at the tip. You want to do Van Hee, or would you like to do Kevin? What do you want to do first?
If Dad's not there, let's do
Is
Van Hee. You know what?
He's right
She's
there.
spinning the ones and twos, guys. Oh, he's there. You know what?
Yeah.
Ricky will like Kevin. Let's give Kevin first.
Okay.
Zarafa.
You know how we all talk about salt? We normally always talk about salt on every episode. So here's a great tip from Kevin Zarafa, a upcoming season 5 Feathers Lead auction breeder. Go ahead, Ryan.
With this video you're going to show, are you going to also show the time lapse?
Yes, don't you worry.
Okay. I just wanted to, you know what, Lee? I'm
You're on fire.
going to Verstrada.
All right,
Go
here
ahead.
we go. Tip from Kevin Zarafa. Here we go, guys. Salt.
Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario. I am here with Kevin Zarafa, and we always like to ask breeders tips and tricks or myths or eye sign. We ask them the questions so you guys can learn, because learning is key to becoming a better pigeon flyer, better pigeon keeper, pigeon lover, whatever you want to say. Kevin, what you're taking out here right now, I'm going to just swing over.
Yep.
And I'm going to show this in the Avery. Okay, and this is a salt block. I didn't know what it was at first because of the strings. And I was here and I was observing while I was talking with Kevin, and the pigeons were coming over and they kept pulling the strings. And I thought, well, my thought was, and look, if we're just a little bit quiet, I think they're gonna come. These are what we call tips and tricks live on camera. These are some damn smart pigeons, Kevin. Maybe not, but the strings, they're pulling the strings, and they're pulling the strings. And I've got it on a time lapse so you guys will see it. Now, Kevin, tell me about this. What is this?
So this is basically this is a salt lick which they normally use for cows or for horses. Himalayan salt. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Himalayan salt.
Himalayan salt just makes it more posher, doesn't it? It makes it sound a bit better.
All
but
right.
It's a salt lick, so it comes ready with string. So you just open it up, take the string, and
you leave the string.
Leave the string. What we do is we use the string to tie it to the Avery. On a night time, we lock the pigeons away because we have problems here sometimes with cats and foxes. So we lock the pigeons away, keep them inside, and then in the morning, the routine is we go in, we'll put the food down for the pigeons, and then we'll open the doors. The pigeons will bypass the food and they will come out to the salt licks, because during the night with the humidity, as you can probably see, I don't know if you can pick up on that in my hand.
Yeah, it's wet.
It starts to melt and it starts to drip, and we've got little wooden boards underneath, plus with the string as well. It gets all soaked up and it drips into the boards. The pigeons come out and they basically lick it.
Okay, so this is great. It's pink Himalayan salt. The strings ties it to the side of the Avery. At night, the salt drips off onto these strings, onto the board. It drips down because it's humidity, it's the moisture, so it'll do it all over the world. And what happens is the pigeons come out and they go for it. Now, why do we want to give this to our pigeons? What did you notice?
So before we used it, we'd occasionally get some nests that would be a little bit wet. The droppings would be a little bit wet, and we didn't really know what was the cause of it really. And then speaking to another fancier, he suggested that maybe they're lacking in some sort of salt or electrolyte or something. So we put the salt licks in. We added a bit of electrolytes to the water, and literally within a couple of days we had lovely round sort of pebble-like droppings. So it's something that if you were to say to me, Kevin, you can only have one extra thing other than corn and water in the stock loft, this would be my one thing.
So that's your thing.
That's my thing.
And guys, I'm just hoping this one's going to come out and do it. But you will see on the time lapse, these pigeons go and they pick up the string. Now, I was thinking when I seen it at first, the way they were picking it up and moving it, I thought it was like a stimulation for straw. And that's fine. It's okay if the phone rings. We always get phone bidders, and that happens. But it is not. I see what you're saying. As the strings hit the salt and it runs down, the strings soak up the salt, and the pigeons like to put it in their mouth. It's like a popsicle.
Exactly.
No, it really is. They
do.
They taste it.
They pull the string through their mouth, and obviously they pick up the salt that comes out the string. And like I say, they lick the actual salt lick itself, and they also, you see them pecking at the wood and licking the wood on the floor when it drops down.
Guys, this is a super long distance flyer. He enjoys the long distance. He's good at the sprint, good at the middle, but he loves the long distance. If he could have one thing in his breeding loft, if we could get rid of all the grits and everything, this is the pink salt, and it's Himalayan.
Do we finish with me licking it?
Go ahead if you want. Hey, Kevin, thank you for showing this. It's a good tip. Thank you.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
There we go, guys. What a clever tip that is. I'm giving that one a big old round of applause, because how clever is that? Well done, Kevin. Okay, guys, let's talk about it.
Interesting. When I seen it, the time lapse, it shows the birds going to it. But the string, as they play with the string kind of frays. And the pigeons just keep pulling the string. The cocks come in and out. The hens go in and out. And I don't know if they're really getting the salt or if it is slightly a stimulation for building nests, just a little bit. He doesn't use straw. He uses the nest felts. And on both sides of that aviary, the pigeons were doing the same thing. And I'm sure they like the salt. They lick the salt. Now, that's not regular salt. That's that pink Himalayan salt. But as he holds it, you actually see it melting in his hand. So that's the best salt block I've ever seen. I thought that was a good tip. You could see it was working. If it wasn't working for the salt, it was stimulating the breeders. I could see it stimulating the brains. Anyways, go ahead, Ricky.
Oh, I think it's good. I always keep salt in my loft, coarse salt, in a little container. They can have salt all the time. So I believe it's very good for the birds. Cleanses them out. I use it all the time.
Alfred from Combe Van Zoren says smart because salt retains moisture, and with that you get dry manure, or the nice little marble poops that we all like. But I just thought it was super clever how he used the string that comes with it, because usually don't you hang that up? Like, aren't those for cows or something, and you hang them up on a fence? I don't know. And I don't know how you use it, but I guess you hang the string up on something and they lick at it. But he used the strings for the pigeons. I thought it was so clever. Anyway, good job.
Well, yeah, I think just from tying it, the strings hang over the salt. But that string, it as the pigeons play with it, and it it hits the salt, they're sucking on it. But I seen it. I couldn't believe it. You could see it was stimulating the pigeons. The pigeons were feeling like when when you let pigeons out and they're building nests, they go out, they pick up a twig and they fly back, and the next thing you see them picking up little logs. Like it stimulates. I think I would do that. I would definitely do that for the breeders. Good stimulation.
David Tracy says that he uses the little rabbit salt spools and ties them onto the pen. Yeah, good job. Loft Manager Richard, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say if you keep salt in front of them all the time, they won't abuse it. Salt cleans the mouth, cleans the throat. How many times have you had maybe, let's say you get a tooth pulled, and the dentist will tell you, swish your mouth out with salt water 3 times a day or 2 times a day. It cleans out. When a bird takes salt, goes down in his throat, helps them clean out, and that's purifies, helps to purify the bird.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. And he did say that he noticed if he brings a bird in, and Richard, you said this before. He brought in a bird one time and put it in, and he said, put the bird in the morning, it was fine. Bird was super. He says by late evening, the bird was looking like he was drunk, and he couldn't figure it out. He said it happened to him a few times. Then he said, I figured it out. They were a little bit too heavy on the salt, not getting it into their system and in the quarantine where he has his little quarantine pen. Give them a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So guys, please remember, you can overdose them on salt. Get them used to it. Anyways, go back to you, Leah.
Troy Spencer has a question. What if you give them salt and they don't eat it? Are they eating it or are they licking it?
What I've learned, and you look at Alfred, and you look at Hoymans, and you look at the Marco Matt, you look at all these guys. The one thing they're not cheap on is the grits, the minerals, the salts. They don't overgive, but they give them enough. And remember, guys, because you give a pigeon a spoon, 1 spoon of pink mineral, that doesn't mean the pigeon can eat the pink mineral. You give it to them fresh. And I was at Oliver Fuchs, and I'm videotaping, and you're going to see it in the loft tour. These pigeons were destroying the sky, these cocks, Dad. I'm telling you, they were like Alfreds, just ripping the sky apart. They came in, they went in, they were eating, and he puts a whole fresh pick stone out. And we're videotaping, and within about 10 minutes, he goes, I give them this every day. And this, I give it every day. And these pigeons were devouring it. They looked like they were deprived of it. And he says, if you give it to them fresh, they will eat, they will eat, they will eat. But pigeons like fresh. Pigeons and people are fresh. They like fresh things. So guys, remember, we're not telling you to give them 20 spoons of pink mineral or 20 spoons of salt. Give them 1 or 2 each of each thing a day and let them clean it up. And then you start to judge how much they're eating of it. But pigeons like fresh, and all these super flyers, they are not cheap on the minerals and the grits and the salts and the good stuff. No drugs, the good stuff.
Loft Manager Richard?
I would like to say, as far as salt goes, I would have salt with them all the time. One fella said a few minutes ago, I have the salt licks for like the rabbits you can get. All the time, keep that salt in front of them. The salt, because if you take it away, let's say you took the salt away for a week, and then all of a sudden you put the salt in. Those birds will go nuts for the salt. And I said probably last year or whatever on the same show, I lent a bird out 2 months. The person didn't give it any salt. The fellow brought the bird back to me because he borrowed it. The pigeon was in perfect health, perfect health. I put the pigeon back in the loft where I have a salt all the time. I came back in the loft. 2 hours later, it was dead. It overdosed on salt. It was so wanting that salt that it kept eating and eating and eating and eating the salt. And that was it. Done.
And another thing, maybe Alfred's heard of this because he's probably driving. And hey, Alfred, I talked to an English flyer, very good flyer. And I didn't have a camera. And he said what he does after the pigeons come home, they'll drink, you come home from a race, they drink the electrolytes, all the good shit to put it into them, right? And then he gives them Epsom salts in the water for a 24-hour period. And he said that the Epsom salts go into the pigeon and flush it out and clean the system out, the Epsom salts. And then he puts them back on good clean water or good, more boost. But the birds come home from the race, They get the good juice, the good water. Then in the evening, he puts them on Epsom salts in the water, or what we call salty water.
To flush them
I don't
out.
know what anyone
To
to
flush them
flush the
out?
system. Well,
Yeah.
think about it. If you get like Dad said, if you get a canker sore in your mouth,
Yeah.
you swish it out with water, it cleans it. If you drink salt water, you'll get Leah, when you get it.
No, I don't know. But
No, but
thanks,
that's what he said.
thanks for
So
sharing.
cheers.
God. No, it's true. I know that the salt is good to flush your system out. I'm surprised that they would give it in the drinking water. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised if that's the main goal is to flush the system out. It will definitely do that for sure. I just wanted to add here, and Jay-Z made a good point. That's why you see so many deer on the side of the highway. They're eating the
Yes.
grass from them salting the highways.
Good call. That's right. They lick the pavement, they eat lick the gravel, all that stuff there. And you'll see, hey Dad, isn't it true in the springtime when we let the pigeons out, if you don't give them salt, you have pigeons open hole. You catch them at the edge of the top of the driveway. Top of the driveway. And another thing, if I go on vacation and I go to an ocean, I'll fill up a few bags, Ziploc bags, when the tide goes out. Right out where the tide goes out, the wet sand, bring it in. Now, you put it in a Ziploc bag, it'll stink of fish. Okay, it has a rotten smell. Let it dry out and give it to your pigeons. It's all crushed seashell. It's full of salt from the sea. Pigeons absolutely devour it.
Loft Manager Richard, and then we have a comment from Dan Gregoric.
Well, we're talking about salt. Okay, I've gone away on vacation and I've had maybe a little cut that I received from here. I go on vacation and I jump right into the sea. And for some reason, that cut just just cleans it right up.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, it's a
So
good
exactly what you're
a
saying.
good cleanser.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dan Gregoric, excellent tip with the Epsom salt. Campbell Strange did that for years. Himalayan pink in the bath the day after a hard race is excellent. Also great tips. Well done. Mike Vandriak, the last thing a dehydrated pigeon need is Epsom salt. Use with caution. And Mike is definitely correct. Any tips you see here from any of our provincial, national, Olympiad, Golden Joy champions, definitely take it with a, no pun intended, grain of salt and do your own research and make your own decisions. They're by all means not telling you to do this,
Hold on.
and we're not telling you to do this. They're just tips, things that they've learned throughout their
You know,
racing career. That's all. But yes, please do
you,
your
you
own
know what?
research and do what's best for you. Go ahead.
You know, I was lucky. I was out with Guy Vandenwauer from Van Robies and Eddie Grugins. We go out and have the dinner. You know the dinner, Leah. Remember the story about the Pioneer Club in China? The story I'm going to tell you. Should I tell them this story?
Yeah,
Where
tell
they're
them
playing for millions of dollars? They're
tell them the
dropping
story.
millions. Mike,
Yeah, right.
they're
You
dropping
tell them.
millions,
I'll be
boys.
right back. Okay, go tell them the story. Go ahead.
So they go down, and I haven't been to China yet, guys, so I can't say. But Daddy will go there. Don't worry. And they fly a tough 250-mile race, whatever it was. Birds come, broke up, tough. Pioneer Club in China means big dollars. Mercedes, Rolls Royce, millions they're playing for. And Eddie Grugins and Will DeBrouwer are there. They're
What
big
are
names.
you talking about? Tough headwind, heat.
Yeah, it was a tough day.
Tough.
The birds had to dig.
Right.
Okay,
People
so they
know.
watch the bird. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, their balls, the pigeons' balls, were burnt. Okay, burnt. They worked so hard. Eddie said they watched them come, boom, boom, boom. They're sitting there, they're drinking the drink, they're having fun, they're talking. The loft managers are there talking. Okay, a few hours go by. They invited them to go into the loft. They walked into the loft, and the pigeons were all on the floor. And they look like this, Dad. You see the look? What does that look like? They were fucking burnt, Eddie said. Burnt. Here's the best part. No food, no water. They asked them, why wouldn't you give them food or water? They don't get food or water till tomorrow morning. We clean the system right out. We want them to come to the ultimate low to bring them back, to take them to the ultimate high. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, but I ain't flying for no $1 million a week in Rolls Royces, right? The guy that told me about the salt, he's not the only one that told me about the salt and the water to purge them. Guys, every tip that we give you, I hope if I was flying against you, you don't use these tips, because these are some pretty damn good tips. But guys, the tips that I get isn't from the guy that walks to the club with his basket and can't get a prize. These are superstar flyers, the top level, the level where, guess what, Richard and myself, we may never, ever, ever even get close to. Back to you, Leah.
Good job. Heather Green, nice to see you on. Do you give weaned babies sea salt? Great question.
Yeah, everyone gets salt. You have the salt in front of the parents. You have the salt in. If you're giving the parents, the breeders, the salt, they're pumping it into the baby, so the babies are getting the taste, right? They're getting the taste to it. You know, take a kid for example. Give a little baby an olive. A little baby, just an olive every day. Give him an olive. He eats it. He eats it. He eats it. Take the neighbor's kid. The kid's never seen an olive. He's only eaten French fries and hot dogs. And when he's about 7.5 or 8 years old, give him an olive. He goes, I don't want it. Guys, you get them used to it. You get them used to it.
And I
Anyways,
think
that's
what
my take.
you and Loft Manager Richard were saying, if you have it in the loft all the time, they will go to it when they want to have it, and they won't gorge on it. They'll know it's part of the loft. It's like, oh, okay, I go here when I want to clean myself out, or I need this, or I'm looking for that. They'll go to it. So always leave it in the loft, correct? Always.
And another thing, guys, we're not telling you to put 2 pounds of salt or 2 pounds of pink mineral or 2 pounds of grit in the grit pots. Give it to them fresh every day. You'll find out. You have 10 pigeons in a section. 2 spoons a day, 2 spoons of grit, 1 spoon of pink mineral, and a half a spoon of salt. And you give it to them every day, and you see what their intake is. And then, if the pigeons go off, they're not feeling good, you see maybe, hey, look at, they're drinking too much water. They haven't touched their grit. This, that, and the other thing. You observe.
Loft
Go
Manager
ahead.
Richard?
Yeah, if you've ever noticed, sometimes you might have a bird with sour crop. If you have salt in front of them all the time, that bird knows. I go take a couple pinches of salt, helps clean out the crop, cleans that out. You don't have to sit there and watch your birds and say, oh, I noticed that blue bar hasn't had any salt today, hadn't had any salt yesterday. Well, maybe the next day he's going to take a little pinch of salt because when he needs it. That's it. Right?
No, but what I'm saying is, you'll see if you put in everyday fresh small amounts, the birds will go for it. Again, with their one loft race, we've seen it. We had a pigeon there. It was Warner Vales, the ladies' man. I still remember the pigeon. We can go back on our 2,000 or 3,000 videos we have and find that clip. The ladies' man had bad sickness. It wasn't feeling good in the one loft race. He was outside. He went to where the stump is, where we have the salt outside and the sulfur. And Richard, you and me both said it. For those 2 days we seen that bird outside. All he was doing was picking salt and picking sulfur, picking salt and picking sulfur. And then about 3 or 4 days after that, the bird was steel. Back to you, Ricky.
You're 100% right. Now my memory's coming back. The ladies' man, exactly. I said to Ryan, I said, that bird, take a look at him. I said, he didn't want to fly. I said, that bird there, he's in trouble. He's sick or something. He's in trouble. He went to that stump. The sulfur, very important as well.
Yeah, we've seen him all day doing it.
Now, the ladies' man, because Werner said, because he finished that circuit, he said, if you want, you can fly him. I still have the ladies' man here. He's like a rocket. Beautiful dark checker, one white flight.
And that's what we're saying, guys. Give your pigeons some options. Give them the salts, give them the grits, give them the minerals. Give them the sulfur. Hey, guys, give them the best. You want good results? You've got to put it into them. You got to give them those options. Back to you, Leah.
Mike Vanderyak, talking about salt. Giving salt the day after a race is a completely different thing than giving salt upon arrival. A dehydrated pigeon needs fresh, pure water.
Wait, Mike, this is what I love you, Mike. I'm going to give you a thumbs up, a pal. I'm going to say it now for the third time. And when I go to these breeders, right, this is what I do. I got a big mouth, don't I, Leah?
Yes.
I got a big mouth, hey? Shut up. Shut up. Pull your ears out. Pull them out and listen. The birds come home from the race. They give them the good stuff in the water. Suck in all the good stuff. The electrolytes, suck it in all day. Suck, suck, suck. And then, in the evening, he switches the water. He gives them the salt in the water. I said it from the first time. I said it the second time, and now it's the third time. Mike, I love you. But remember, get him out. Shh. Listen.
Maybe he was talking about the Chinese, I'm sorry, not the Chinese people, the Pioneer Club in China. Maybe that's what he meant.
No, the Chinese people, they're flying for Rolls Royces, Leah. You know what a Rolls Royce is?
I mean, I certainly would never recommend anybody ever do that. I think that's cruel personally. If I was running a marathon and finished the marathon and nobody was giving me any food or water until the next day, I would not be running another marathon. I'll tell you that right now. But that's just my opinion. Moving on, Tracy, I saw you give the birds pickle salt last year. Is that for the same purpose?
Yeah, 100%. Pickling salt. The salt lick. People were saying the pink Himalayan salt. I thought, Leah, we could buy it and grind it up and put it in our own salt shaker for the steaks.
I use Himalayan salt at home. I like it better. I think that it's softer than regular salt. Like Vanderyak, I have salt in my loft. Free choice 24/7. Good job. Alfred,
Good job, Mike.
Alfred thought he was the ladies' man. It's actually good one. Good one.
No, Art is. Not you, Alfred. Who are you? Come on, it's your dad.
Look who it is. It's our friend Rodrigo. Nice to see you on. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you had a great winter and hope to see you back at the Pioneer. I don't see your name down, bud. You better get signed up. He says, yes, you do have a big mouth. I see you eat the burgers.
Hey,
love you, Rodrigo.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, Rodrigo, your team of 5 at Pioneer, remember, I want you to name them after each of the burgers from McDonald's.
There you go. Okay, we're going to get to the enemy Van He tip, and then Loft Manager Richard is going to show us all how he bans a flying bitch. Wait, before we do that, Mike Vanderyak, Ryan, this one's for you, bud. I listened too well, Ryan. Like your ladies' man story, there was no mention of salt at the time, only sulfur. See, guys, when you're telling stories, can you be more specific?
Whoa. You know what? Hold on a second. I give him $1,000. I'll give him $1,000. You go read back and play that clip. I didn't say just sulfur. I said on the stump, we have salt and sulfur. Yes, I did. Because you know what? I'm a little bit of this, a hell of a lot of this, and guess what? Even more of that. Back to you, Leah.
Here we are having fun here on a Monday night. Mike Vanderyak's getting salty. Okay, Daniel Herman, nice to see you on. What did Macaroni have under the floor grates to keep the dust and moisture down? Do you remember, Ryan?
The granules. You know what, actually, and I'll say this isn't the first guy. Dennis Sapin, he had the graded floors. And with the graded floors, they have them up about that high, however high you want to put them. And he put granules in. And I said, well, why did you put the granules in? He says, number one, it absorbs any wet droppings. Even the hard droppings have wetness. It sucks it right out of them. It keeps the loft dry. It keeps the loft fresh, and it gets rid of any coccidiosis. Now, think about this. They've got floors with grading, right? The droppings go through. Well, the pigeons aren't getting to it. They go to the next level. They still put the granulars. They rake it off when they clean it out. They put fresh granulars in. They want that loft perfect, smelling perfect, dry, dry, dry. Everyone I talk to, it's dry lofts. It's dry lofts. It's dry lofts. Got to be dry. And like you said to me today, Leah, I kind of insult these breeders when I say I don't smell pigeon. I'm so used to being in lofts. I hate to say it, in North America, you walk into the loft, stinks of pigeon. The loft's not right. These lofts are set right. Back to you.
Good job. Okay, before we get to the clip, Daniel Herman, one other question, and then we're going to get to how does Van He pick her birds? What is she looking for? She's going to give you some tips in a second. Daniel Herman, do they ever wash off the floor grates, or do they not want the moisture? Seems easier to scrape. Well, that's a good question.
No, they don't. They don't bring. I haven't heard one guy say, I wash the loft. I vacuum the loft. I scrape the loft. I'll sweep the loft. No water goes in the loft. Because, guys, pigeons and water, no. You don't want wet wood. You want dry, dry, dry. Dry is key.
And wet wood does what?
Pigeon loft isn't made to have wet wood. Wood absorbs water.
And then it gets damp, right?
And it gets damp, it gets moldy, gets this, gets that.
Right.
Only one loft. Anybody that's washing your loft inside your loft, I just think you're doing it for you. I think you're hurting the birds. And a lot of these guys, you'll see the Frank Elkman loft tour. You guys haven't seen it. He's into straw. Certain things he likes. Man, these people are very very clever. Anyways, back to you.
Jay-Z says, I noticed the loft you went to today had plates under the bowls. Jan Hoyman's. Did he have plates under the bowls? I'd have to go back and look.
Maybe he had plates under the bowls because they were the latting, the lats. So he probably had a plate under there to hold the bowl good. Yeah, Jan Hoyman's. I'm not a big fan of wrapping bowls in newspaper. You've seen it. He wraps them in newspaper. It's what he likes. He likes to keep them clean. Fuchs, he does it another way. You'll see the Fuchs bowls when I show that loft tour. And guys, some of these lofts that we go to, you're going to see the tours that we do later on in the season. So be patient.
Yeah, the full loft tours for Kevin Zarafa and Elkman and Marco Mattis and Fuchs and Jan Hoymans, they're all going to be released after our auctions are over. So look forward to that. Loftman, Richard, I can't tell if you got your finger up or not. So does he have his finger up? I can't see in the
So what do you
camera.
want me to
Does
do?
he?
This? There you go.
Put
Yeah.
it there.
Yeah,
There
that's
go.
perfect.
Go. Perfect.
Okay.
Go.
I think part of the part about putting the newspaper in the nest bowls in the loft is to it helps keep lice and mites away. There's something about the ink in the print that stops that. I think that's the main reason. That's why I would use it. That's the main reason. Other than that, I don't think they're putting in there to keep it clean or whatever. It's to keep away any mites or lice.
Tracy wants to know, how come no one puts tiles on loft floors? Tiles? Maybe it would be slippery.
Tiles.
I don't know. Tiles?
Tiles. Well, you're not going to put tiles. It's just going to be a mess. Nothing dries.
Okay, we're going to get to our next tip from Anime Van He, and then we're going to talk about it, and then Loft Manager Richard's going to do some banding. So enjoy this tip from this week's featured Feathers Elite breeder, Anime Van He. Here we go, guys.
Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. I am here with Enemy Van He, and this is a pigeon that we picked for the auction. And this one you really like. And there's a few points of this pigeon that we looked. You liked them a lot. You said multiple times, I want this pigeon in my breeding loft. This is the type of pigeon I'm looking for.
Yes.
He has a few little things to look for when looking at a pigeon. What's one thing you like?
Well, I like his eye. He has an intelligent eye.
Okay.
Second, I like the toes. They are all white.
All white toes. Now I'm going to show the camera. So what do all white toes mean?
Yeah, white toes mean a higher breeding value of the pigeon.
And all the toes on this pigeon are white.
This is, you don't have this much on the pigeons.
And
sometimes you have one or two, but not all.
Not all. Now you have some pigeons in your loft that have all white toes, and they have been super breeders.
Yes, indeed.
So this is.
Yeah, it must be correct then.
Now this is a very young pigeon.
Yes.
The long square breeding feathers.
Yes, I like it to be straight here. I don't like it when it's pointed. When it's pointed, mostly.
They have to be cut straight.
Yeah, I like it cut straight.
So long and square. Yes. Oh yeah, you see it here.
Yes.
And for people who can't see, I don't know if the camera will get it, but you see the breeding feathers. They're long and square, right there. So these are a few things you look for.
Yeah.
What about vent bones?
The vent bones close.
You like them close?
But sometimes you also have them a little bit open. Depends the origin of the pigeon. Of course, not totally open. This is not done. But I also like is a very strong back.
Strong back.
I don't like when the tail comes up. I don't keep these pigeons. I don't like them.
You don't like it?
No.
And
no.
With pigeons, which another question. We have some younger pigeons here in the sale.
Yes.
And you says to me, Ryan, they're in the monkey stage. Now, what's a monkey stage?
Well, I mean, when you have late breds, then they need the time to develop to become an adult, and you have to give the pigeon time.
So give them some time to develop, and so the backs tighten up, everything gets tightened, the vents tighten, the muscles develop.
If you see some young pigeons, 4 months later, they are totally different. Okay. They're much stronger. They're nicely built. Like this is also an older pigeon, and you see this is perfect.
It's come together like steel.
Yes.
And again, it's got those all white toenails.
And these pigeons, they lay in your hand, but if you have those young birds, they struggle a little bit, and they're in the youth phase.
So here you are. You've had some tips. 98 years of pigeon tips right there. Look for the white toenails, look for the breeding feathers, and look for a pigeon that's got the unique look to his face. Enemy, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
There we go. Another super tip from Enemy Van He. Guys, let's talk about it.
I'll say one thing. There's 98 years. You hear her father and her grandfather coming out. That was talk at the table. You could hear that. And again, that wasn't a pied pigeon. That was a blue bar with white toenails. You look at I think it's the Prince Bambino. You look at some of her super pigeons, super ones. They're solid red or a solid dark checker, and they got white toenails. We noticed this. What a super pigeon. And again, you see 98 years. I think they won the most national races in Belgium.
They won a lot.
They won that family there. That family there, they know pigeons. You just see it. They know it. It was the greatest. It was really, really good because it was so warm, and we went inside. I mean, think about it. 2 weeks ago, we're inside the house. It was cool. We're looking at pigeons, me and Enemy. And she wants to keep pigeons she's putting in the sale. Oh, are you sure you like that one? If you don't like that one, it's okay. I'm going to keep it. The quality. And again, she talks about the monkey stage. I know Richard, he talks about it. You take a look at a kid, take a look at Macaulay Culkin. Okay. He looked great in Home Alone? And then you seen him when he was 14 to 18. He looked like a gangly little rat. And then he turned out to be a man. So you got to give pigeons, they go through that monkey stage, I think.
Well, I think we all, even
Back
as
to you,
like
Ricky.
you said, humans do, right? You remember your teenage
Look at
years
Macaulay
when you,
Culkin.
yeah, well, look, yeah, all of us, we all went through that awkward. Some of us are
Not
still
me.
going through it, even at 40 years of age, right? All right, moving on. Daniel Herman, I wonder if white toes could mean the pigeon has more of a recessive genes and therefore would not overpower the genes of the pigeon they are paired to. Just a thought. That's quite a thought, Daniel
Yeah.
Herman. Yeah, that's a good. Who know? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to ask the vet when you go see the vet, Ryan. Don Meredith,
Yeah.
21. It's Don Meredith's 21st birthday today. Happy birthday, Don Meredith. Happy birthday, bud. 21 years old. You're legal to drink in Vegas. Let's go, bud.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
21 nationals. Don, you're on fire. 21
Yeah, that's
nationals.
right. 21 national. I thought it was 25. Well, I can't remember everything, but you know what? And again, you talk about the square breeding feathers. You talk about the intelligent look. You talk about the strong back. This, the that, the this. They're all myths still, right? They're all myths. But in the Van Hee household, they like white toenails. It's something they like. They found it, right? It works for them.
Bruce Dixon, you're a good egg. Bruce Dixon just wished Don Meredith a happy 21st birthday. Good job, buddy. Oh, Don, you ruined it. He said he's 57. Just go with it. If anybody ever wants to call me 21, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, moving on. Having a little fun here tonight. Loft Manager Richard, we want to see some fancy banding? Banding techniques by Loft
Okay.
Manager Richard. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
no
Good luck,
problem.
everybody. Here we
Okay, so
go.
my first small tip is
I love this.
and it also keeps your hands soft.
Okay, so the
Palmolive.
first tip
Okay.
of banding, Palmolive soap. Now,
Go
Loft
out there.
Manager
Make
Richard
sure
is
you
gonna
have that. Wait,
get into
I'm just going to get
position.
off the chair here. Yeah.
This
So
could be painful, guys, so stay tuned.
you could walk out to the loft and say, I'm gonna I forgot to band that young one. Geez. I'm gonna go out and band that. Okay. You walk out to the loft and you go, oh my God, I can't get the band on. So you try and you spit on it, still doesn't work. And who wants to carry a jar of Vaseline with you? Well, this kind of works, Palmolive.
Okay. All right.
And it's also sweet, and I believe
you're super close to the camera, so I'm just letting you know that. You just need to take a little step back because we're a little close.
Okay. So
we're gonna
this young
guide
one,
you.
I don't know if you can see it.
No, put the camera down. Oh, look it. There we go.
That's one of Leah's Flying Bitches team.
Yes, it is.
Leah last year flew the Flying Bitches all right to 9
Ricky,
races.
what did we talk about before the show started? Just start banding it.
How old is that?
Oh.
Okay, people have questions. Don Meredith, how old are you banding them?
This one here is about, let's see, about probably 9 days old. It's a little bit older than what I want to band them.
Right.
You hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead.
He's a little bit older than what I would like, and that's why I didn't do it purposely, because we all get a little delayed. But as you can see, the droppings are so nice on that young one. Take a look at that. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna get the band here, and
now how are we gonna do
this here? So
yeah, how are you gonna do this?
So now you can't see it. You can see it. Now you can't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna take the regular. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Richard,
you. Keep
the regular
talking.
can hear you.
Regular club band, and I'm gonna put it on the right leg.
Okay, wait. Can you put the camera down? Put the camera down. Put the camera down more. We cannot see.
You mean down?
Yeah, that's his hand.
Like that?
Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
Good job.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to learn. So take the band.
Slow. There,
See,
good. Nice and slow. Hey, which way do you
this
band
side.
a baby too? Which way? Do you put the band up or down?
Excuse me, I'm just showing that right now. So you can see that part of the band. This is the part that has to go downward. You see the chrome on that band?
Yes.
You see the chrome part? This side doesn't have a chrome part. Wait,
It's sharp.
see that?
Oh,
It's sharp. It has to stay up.
so
Let me
chrome
get
part
this here.
down.
Yeah, that's
Chrome part
down.
down.
Right. This part. Oops. 1 sec. Hey, this is live.
This.
Did you?
I don't know. It's going to be a little amazing.
Oh my! Oh
Hear
fuck!
this.
Is your mouth?
Okay.
We're all
Okay.
in this together, folks.
Okay,
We're
so
all in this together.
this part. Wait, I got to put my glasses on. Sorry, because I can't see the darn band. Okay, so this part has to be up.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, we got that. Let's go.
Go
Let's
before
go.
you lose it again.
Come
Go.
Okay, now,
The best.
so we're going to take this part, put it up.
All
Can you
right.
see it?
And we can see it.
Yeah.
Give her. Go.
Now, once you get it over
Now.
that part, show the people.
Show.
Okay,
show,
so this part
show
here,
how
this
far we
this
are.
is
Show how far we are.
we're in that. You see
Move
it?
your fingers. Move your fingers so they can see. Move your fingers. Move your
There
fingers.
we go. There we go. So we've got.
Yeah, there you go.
We've got
3
one,
through.
the thumb sticking out, and 3 through. Okay, go.
Keep
Two
going,
through. Now,
3.
what I would do, I'm sure I can get this one on with no problem. Okay, so a little bit of tightness, I get it on with no problem. So what I'll do in this point is I'll take the Palmolive
Gotcha.
and I'll put a drop here, just a drop. And I'll just
No
do
bands
this.
on. He took the band off. He took the band off and he's rubbing the Palmolive on the foot.
On. And the excess, put that on my coat because it's good. Because when you go in the washing machine, it's all going to wash off. So, okay, so then I'll put this back on.
Oh.
I'll do the Palmolive actually before I do this. Now you'll see. Now you should have a T-shirt, but I'll just what do I use here?
Oh,
1 second.
you're doing great.
Oh.
Good job. All right, using a rag. Now, what do we do?
I'll just
use
hold
the
on.
rag?
Well, so I can grab the toes. I'll just pull it back.
Because the toes have soap on them, they're slippery. So you use the
They're
rag
slippery.
to hold the toes.
And I'll get my fingernails in there or a feather, and she's on.
Yay! Look
Good.
at
This
that.
is a flying bitches pigeon. Now, when you go to put the band on for the Pioneer Club race, the money band race, where we have 6 prizes every week. These are the money bands.
Now, hey,
Wait,
Richard, we don't want to talk about the money bands. We want to take our moment to talk about the Canada
I just want to
National
show.
with
Yeah, I want
Daniel
to
Horner.
show. I wanted to show about these bands, where you put them on and how you put them on.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead. Take her away.
I'm sorry. So this here would be a $10 band.
Okay, yeah.
All right, put her on.
You can see it.
Go ahead.
This one.
Put her on. This is,
So what I will do with this, I will take
mini-series.
this band. Oh my God! Will this bird hurt me? Oh, okay.
All right, go.
So I'll take. First of all, I got to pull the bird's leg out. On the left leg, because I'm right-handed, it's a little bit awkward. This band, they go on a lot easier. Put that on the opposite leg. I always get so nervous when
necessary for this
No,
one?
this one won't need palm olive because
Well,
I
that
know the
is
bands.
that the left leg or the right leg? Because I know
Put it on
maybe
the
some.
opposite leg.
Did you ever notice that one leg's
That'll
bigger
be
than the other? I'm just saying.
yeah. If the bird's looking at you, it'll be his left leg. And they put that on.
You can do it.
The
I didn't
bird
know this was going to be a
the
doubler,
bird
but
gets
it is.
the bird gets a little nervous because he knows it's a money band, eh?
You think?
And then I just give it, and this toe here, just pull it back a bit like this.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes,
Pull
we can
that
see it.
back just a bit.
Go ahead.
Go, keep
Yeah,
going.
okay, pull, and just pull that toe back. And if you have to get a feather in there, I guess I should have got a feather. But there you
Okay,
go.
we don't need to see
Now
that tonight.
Look at that. We did it. Let's see it.
There you go.
it's a flying bitches,
In the
Icelandic white,
camera. In the camera.
There we go.
full pedigree, Icelandic white. Been flying
Good
them
job.
for 50 years. Very nice bird. Thank you.
Alfred says, just like my father. Look at that, Dad. You do it just like Mr. Van Zorn. Good job. All right. While you're getting resituated,
Thank you.
Ryan, try and stay awake. Troy says,
I
I
am.
find the money bands a bit harder to go on compared to the regular bands.
Well, that's why we always recommend, guys, don't come and fly at the Pioneer. I wouldn't even bother. We got the Canada's National. Daniel Horner's running it, guys. He was sold out last week. This week he's got another 100 bands available. Or no, what did he take in? I don't know. He's got 100 bands still available, guys. Give Daniel a call. You'll see him on the Facebook. Ready?
Oh, Ryan, don't, Ryan.
Sorry, no, hold on. No,
Don't,
oh,
Ryan.
wait.
Okay, Mike
No,
Vandriak
wait.
wants to know Loft Manager Richard, weaning age? Stop it.
Oh, that one there's not ready for at least another 10 days.
10 days before weaning.
So
Can
full
you
of shit.
adjust your camera,
No.
please, Loft Manager Richard? Adjust
Oh,
your camera, please, because you know my OCD
okay.
cannot
So
handle that. Thank you.
that young one there is about 8 days old. I figure, or 10 days old. So I'd say another 8 to 10 days to wean.
Can you fix your camera
I think
again,
my
please?
camera's too far up.
Yeah, we don't need to see the ceiling.
How's
There
that?
we go. Beautiful. Good job. Mike
Good.
Vandriak,
About another 8.
directly to the weaning crate. Mike, you do you, and Loft Manager Richard will do him. Mike Green, weighing him down, weighing him down, weighing him down, weighing him down. I'm not sure.
The bands.
Oh, yeah, well, because he's just a little squeaky, just a little guy.
Yeah.
We had some questions about intaking for our one loft race. People aren't sure when our take date is. All our information is on our website. All of the information for intake date is on the flyer, guys, or on our website. But for those of you who aren't sure, where is our little handy dandy flyer anyway, Leah? It'd be helpful if I had it, wouldn't it? Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, right above where it says www.fifa.ca, accepting birds April 24th to May the 8th. Boot camp begins May the 9th. All birds must be in the loft no later than midnight on May the 8th. No exceptions, because we got a plan and we got a strategy this year, and boot camp begins 6 a.m. May the 9th. So you have from the 24th of April until midnight on May the 8th to get your participants to us. Ryan, when he gets back from his European tour, will be heading to the United States of America the first week of May to collect our American participants. As we get closer to the date, we will contact you and give you the shipping details and information. I do not post the website or the address where we ship birds because we just have too many times where people just ship birds to our US address willy-nilly without notifying us. And the next thing you know, we get a phone call from the Buffalo postmaster saying, you've got 3 boxes of birds sitting here. Meanwhile, Ryan's either not in town, he's in Toronto or whatever. Like, please, we will tell you when to ship them, and please ship them when we tell you to do so. And that'll be closer to when Ryan will be back here and when he'll be in the States to pick the birds up. There we go. Okay.
Good job.
Let's see.
Well said.
Cheer squad. Tracy, our cheer squad captain, says lots of prizes to be won. Absolutely. 233 prizes, of course, based on 450 paid entries. I think we're around the 400 paid entry mark right now, Ryan. I believe last time I checked, in and around there. Troy Spencer, today was a record high with the Loft tour. With 102 people tuned in. Troy, I'm glad you're keeping track of our stats. Because I'm not. I don't really have time for it. But yes, Ryan did a great job today at Ian Hoyman's. Michael Peebler, get you some of that. Absolutely. Ian Sybil. Ricky, how are you making out with your loft? Ian Sybil is asking.
Very,
Super.
very nice. Coming very, very nice. You'll be proud. You're going to want to have your birds coming into my loft. I'm just
I
getting
recommend
ready
it.
for the
I recommend it.
sand.
I'm going. Listen, guys, go to Ricky's. I'm telling you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, at Pioneer Gold Band last year. Remember the band race that we had, the band race, the highest paying race in Canadian. I think it was Canada's history.
Pioneer Gold Band. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Coming back
Gold
for
Band,
season 2 next year. Yeah, we're going back to that again for more fun. Anyways,
Josh
he
Tribbley.
crushed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I
Go
thought
ahead.
you were done, Ryan. I'm sorry about that. Carry on. I thought you were done. Sorry.
Loft manager Richard won the Ace Pigeon by 30 points over not only myself, but the legend, the one and only Mr. Tony Elvis.
Well done, Ricky.
Congratulations, Richard.
Good job. Josh Tribbley, when Ryan comes to the States, can I drop the birds off instead of shipping?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Pete's on you.
Pete's on Josh. And we have to do an interview with you, Josh. So if you're coming, we're going to mic you up. Daniel Herman also wants to know, how's the new Pioneer Loft doing? Is it finished yet? Loft manager Richard?
Close.
It's getting very, very close. Very, very close. I'm just checking out the brick sand right now. I just want to see the quality in it, the dryness in it. That's what my final point is. If it's not as dry as I want, I don't take it. So I take a scoop full and I have it tested for dryness. Okay, so
Good
that's
job.
how I work.
Josh
Okay.
Tribbley
And
says,
the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The other
Mike
thing I
Green,
wanted to say
sending
for
to both
Troy.
of us. Good job. Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to go back to what Troy said. He said it's hard to put the money bands on the opposite leg. Well, if you're right-handed, it is hard. Okay, wait, I'm going to stop right there. For $149.50 plus a $10 registration fee, I have a course running, and I will teach you guys how to do it.
He's kidding. There's no course, please. Don't email me about the course.
It's a 2-day
course. There's no course.
Okay, I'm only joking, boys. It's easy.
David
if you're
Tracy.
right-handed, it's bad. But
all right.
If you're left-handed, get a left-handed
Okay,
guy to do it for you.
Richard, it's okay. Let her go.
Off the
Let her
rails.
go.
David Tracy, when Ricky's done with the loft, we need pictures. You're going to get more than pictures. We're going to do a tour. When Ryan comes back, we're going to document everything. We're going to show everything. Not to worry. You're going to see it. It's going to happen.
Hey, you know, and another thing I want to say, guys, I've been creeping on the old FB, and I'm looking at the races in Canada. Leah, congratulations. Richard, congratulations. And I'm going to congratulate myself on the back. They're trying to do Pioneer. They're starting to put the videos up. They're starting to show, guys. They follow. You want to know why? Because we lead. We're going to show you everything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen nothing yet. This is going to be a totally different season. You're going to see, forget pictures. You're going to have Loft Manager Richard's loft feeding. You're going to have me, myself's feeding, and all the breeders that I've learned from. It's all within me now. We take more information in. We give you more information. And yes, those other races. Let's talk about them for a second. John Stevenson, you're out there. You're doing great jobs. The Dutch Touch, run by Oscar de Vries. Oscar don't want to run it no more. He gave it to John Stevens. Guys, get into that race. Make your decision. Fly it. Then we got Ricky Fife from Niagara. Okay, the ducks are running. The sheep are going left. We don't know. Rick's going to do a damn good job. You go and try it out. Enjoy it. Then there's the Tricky Hills. Manitoba, Saskatchewan. I don't know where these Tricky Hills are. But don't forget Golden Prairie. He's got a great auction site. He's doing great things for the pigeon sport. He's got the vaccination tube. He's got it all. Get in there. Get in there.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on a second.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, Ricky.
I want to ask one question. The Tricky Hills. Does those birds, do they fly over abandoned gravel pits?
Mike Parrish,
Ricky,
is there
I don't
enough
know.
room for 2 bands and an electric band on the Pigeon? Yes, there absolutely is. Mike? Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan wanted to finish what he wanted to say, so please let Ryan
You
finish
know,
and don't interrupt.
when I'm on a roll, stupid comment, we don't need it, okay? The Tricky Hills and the gravel pit, just leave that alone, okay? The Golden Prairie's got enough fun shit going on. Get into his race, guys. Don't wait. Now, this is where it gets really good. We got the Nova Scotia race. God damn, advert looks great. Nick Fans built the greatest loft. He's only flown pigeons 2 years in his life. He's running a one-loft race, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Leah, when I say give me a goddamn round of applause, you give him a goddamn round of applause. David Ottaway, he is helping Nick Fan through this torture. And I give Nick and David Ottaway thumbs up. This is hell. David Ottaway, more years in racing pigeons. This is the race to get into. Try that out. Now, hold on a second. Hold on. We can't forget the Salem. Most birds ever in Canadian history. Rick Brewer, he's going to crush it again. Winning, and more winning. Rick Brewer, try it out, guys. Enjoy it. And then, we can't forget, the best pigeon flyer maybe in Canada. Daniel Horner. The Canada's national race. Hold on. He's doing stuff. He's got his partner with him, Michael Van Kempen. They're out there. They're doing things. And let's not forget, guys, the super pigeon man they have there. Or is he pigeon man, shit scraper, machine, racer, raced in Spring Hill? Our friend, Dave Booth. And you know what, guys? These are all great one-loft races in our own country, Canada. Try them all out. Try everyone out.
I love it.
Back to you, Leah.
That was super. You know, I'm feeling so patriotic, and I can't, the pigeon sport in this country, there is an explosion going on here. And I don't know how it started or what happened, but there is an explosion in Canada for pigeon racing. And well done, guys. Well done. Loft Manager Richard, go ahead.
I agree with you, Leah. I feel a great energy here. I know with Daniel Horner, Mike Van Kempen. Also, Ryan, you forgot to mention that Bill Wema is a super flyer in that race they have. He's involved, super flyer. And the other thing I wanted to mention, I'm going to go back to Mike Vanderyak about putting 2 bands on the birds on whatever.
It was Mike Parrish. It was Mike Parrish.
Mike Parrish.
Mike Parrish. Mike, if you sign up, $149.50
He'll
plus
show you how to do it.
$10 registration.
All right,
Daniel Herman.
That
Daniel Herman, you should grade the pigeons before the season starts in secret. Then see if the performance matches the ones you thought were the best. Have you ever tried that?
You know what? Again, the problem is you can get back to Van He on this. The pigeons go through monkey stages. So we can use, for instance, let's say Mike Parrish brings me babies. He hatched out in the 20th of December. When I get them, they're going to be already 5 months old. So they're going to feel different than Mike Vanderyak's pigeons that he brought over that are 35 days old. So it's very hard to do that. And you know what? It's not fair. You know what? There's one thing I'm going to say. I can't see inside here and inside here. I can't see that. And that's the real two things that make winning happen. It's your heart and your brain.
Go ahead, Richard.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've had late breds. I'm talking hatched out September out of the old cock I have, hatched out. And I had to pair them, and I'm going, why in the world would I keep these darn things? They just felt like carcassy, tail up, open vents, garbage out of a super cock and a super hen. I said, why would I keep this? So I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it because it's out of that pair. I put them in a section, and next spring, I could not believe what I felt in my hands. The confirmation came right in to form. Everything came. So I'd have made a large mistake. Those pigeons that were hatched September, first part of October, late of August, if I would have taken that and given it to somebody, they'd have said, what is this? This is like garbage. Yeah, oh yeah, it is garbage. But next spring, it just developed so much. It's unbelievable.
Some birds
Perfect.
mature faster than others. That's right, Mike Green. And it's difficult to tell at such a young age who's going to be superstars and who's not. And like Ryan said, it's not fair to tell. You need to give it some time. And the great thing about the Pioneer One Loft race is, Daniel, I'm not sure if you were around the last two seasons to watch, but you get to see the progress of the pigeons from the very start, the day that they come in, right until the end. We're live every single day from the loft. We show feedings. You see them. Ryan handles them. Loft manager Richard now this year is going to be doing the same thing. So you're going to get to see these pigeons right when they're dropped off and then how they progress throughout the season, which is really a great thing to see, I think.
Yeah, and remember, when we say you're going to see them, it's not that bullshit of 2 minutes. We're giving you the goddamn show. You're going to see your pigeons. We're going to pick up a pigeon today. Oh, look, here's a 16477. Hey, this is Michael Parrish's pigeon. Look at it. Boom, boom, boom. We do a whole feeding. We do the loft flying. We do it all. We want you guys, when you send us your pigeons, we want you committed. We want you to be a part of our race. We want you to enjoy the festivities. You know what? I got something really nice here. I got something real nice. And Leah, last week we said something on the show. We said we wanted what, 50 photos?
50 photos of Squeaker. Yes, 50 Squeaker photos. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're doing a little Squeaker photo contest where everybody's got to post their photos of their Pioneer participants. I'll just throw it up in case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about. There we go. Where we want to see all your little squeakers in the nest at home with you. Everybody wants to size up the competition early. So we're waiting to see everybody's squeakers. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, how many did we get, Leah? Roughly.
How many did we get? We got about maybe 8 or 10-ish around there.
Wow. You know what? I was going to give a whole team away, a $1,500 team, eh? I was going to give that away. But you know what? I don't know if our participants yet want to be a team here. You guys like what we're doing here at Feathers Elite? We go to these breeders, drive around, talk to them, interview them, give you the inches, the bricks, and the miles. Hey, guys, I want to give $1,500 away. I'm nuts. I want to give it. All I'm asking you is, I want to see 100 young pigeons photographs this week. Give it to me for next week. I'm a little heartbroken. Leah, our marketing ain't working, is it? 8?
Apparently not.
We got 8.
We got 8.
8. I don't know if we should give this even away tonight. We should. No, I don't think so.
So Mo is having problems to post the pictures. Yes, if you're having problems posting the photos, maybe there was something with the settings. I had to change the settings on our Pioneer page because, well, we got trolls. I won't mention any names, but there's certain trolls out there that like to go on our posts and talk about nonsense and things that don't even relate to the posts that we're posting. and air their public grievances on Facebook. So I had to limit who can post and comment on our posts. So I looked into it today and I have adjusted the settings, and I will only keep these settings adjusted until this contest is over. So try again to post the photos. If you're unable to post the photos, certainly send them to Ryan, text them to Ryan, or send them to Loft Manager Richard, and we will get them up for you, no problem. There we go. Mike Vanderyak, Leah fixed that,
Perfect.
Mo. You can do it now. So yes, if you were having problems posting photos, that's the reason why, and I have fixed it now. Dekine Loft, same with you. Give her a whirl. Try her out. Oh, Chris Marshman said that she sent hers to you, Ryan.
Oh yeah, I got them. Don't worry, they're there. Yes, we have the photos. But no, guys, and I'm not trying to be a bad guy here. Hey, Leah, you know
Yes.
as well as I do. Isn't it more fun when you participate? Remember when you guys go to those resorts in Cuba and they get you to put all your clothes on and they give you a tequila bottle and they make you do this and they make you do that and they get everybody involved and everyone has a damn fun time. Guys, I want you to have fun, and we're going to give you the tools to have fun. You know what? If you're not in our race, I want you to send us a photo. If you're not in the race, be a part of something. You're a part of the Pioneer family. Guys, I'm trying to help you. But for me to help you, you got to help me. You got to help. I need help, Leah.
We all do. Loft Manager Richard. And then Ryan's going to say what that book is in his hand. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We've all been looking at.
All
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying is, the world I was from,
Oh boy.
and the world I am into right now. And these people that are doing this stuff about people that are trying to enjoy themselves, I would have to say to those people, I'm going to be gone one day. And if you're going to continue to do this stuff, watch out. Because one day you'll be all together in one room. And think about it.
There we go.
You're done.
We're all trying to have some fun and promote this sport. Ryan, what do you got there?
I'm
There you
talking the
go.
truth.
I
Yeah.
know you are.
And look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Jan Hoyman's breeding catalog. And
Open her
if
up.
you'll see, they got all colored pictures in here. And you see some of the colored pictures. You've got the birds there. Harry Beauty, what a
Beautiful.
super pigeon.
Beautiful
Beautiful. The
book.
eye sign, what the pigeon's done. All different pages. And you know, going to Jan Hoyman's today, you see more and more here. This book is tremendous. The work they put into it is great. Second to none. And I will hold this up right here, Leah. And what do you see?
Hoyman's
Oh,
pigeons.
wait. Hold
Other way.
on.
Other way. Oh. Oh. What do we see there?
There's the autograph from the man, Jan Hoymans. Good luck. What a nice book to give away, eh? Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure would.
Very nice. That's a treasure.
It is. Man. Thank you, Jan Hoymans, for this. Very nice. Taking the
Super.
time to do that.
Very nice.
I was getting emotional. What a great show we have, though, guys. And I'm going to say, we really do. Everyone that tunes in and puts those comments in, that's what we like to see. Remember, we always say everything works best when you participate. So don't be shy. No question is stupid. Hey, listen, we may have a laugh. We may have a joke. They're all good questions.
Greg Eichhorn asks, it's signed. Yes, that one is signed, Frank. And I believe we have what? Another 7 that are signed there, Ryan?
Maybe. Yeah, 7. Somebody might get this, eh? You think tonight the fans have earned it, or do you think we got to wait another week? What do you think, Leah?
Mo said that it works. He just posted them. Good. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Since everybody was having difficulty posting them, and that's this week's excuse as to why we didn't get the photos up, and it's not an excuse, it's the truth, because I did have the settings set so you couldn't post photos because of nasty people. So maybe what we should do, since everybody can post their photos now, and I mean, last week we were giving away Pioneer and swag, which is pretty good. Do you think we should wait another week and get everybody to post their photos up? And maybe next week's draw, we will give, if we get enough participation, one signed Jan Hoyman's autographed catalog. What do you? Everybody says give it another week.
Give it another week. You know what? Let's see 200 entries. I want to give a whole team away in the book. I want you people to work for it. You know, we like to give stuff away. We want people to participate. You show me that you like what we're doing. You show us, and we'll give the prizes away. I don't mind giving $1,500 away. Hey, listen, we won the lottery. We don't have money to burn is easy. So you know what? Let's give something good away. But guys, we ain't giving nothing away unless you dig. You got to dig for this one.
Dig, meaning what do we need you to do? You're going to see the post on our Facebook page at the top of the Pioneer Facebook page. You will see, and I'm going to put it up here now, this little photo here. Pioneer One Loft Race 2020, show us your squeakers. So you need to post a photo of one of your Pioneer participants or all of your Pioneer participants in the comments of that post on Facebook. And next week we will do a draw for, let's see it again, Ryan. An autographed copy of the Jan Hoyman's catalog, personally autographed by Jan Hoyman's himself, going to the Pioneer Club. One of our participants. Those are supposed to be saved for our auction buyers, but we're gonna give one to the Pioneer because we want to see the fun begins here now, right? We want to see the fun. Let's see the fun. Let's see the photos.
Yeah, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, the book is the haters hate," and that book is really nice. You know, it's nice to see somebody that takes the time to put a breeding catalog together for people, and we're going to give one away. And if we get the right participants, the right amount of people, I'll give a full team away, plus the book. So you guys have a real opportunity to get a full paid entry into Pioneer. Not one bird. We're going to give you 5. But we need that right number. You know what? Only I know the number. So let's see if you can hit it. Let's see if you can surprise me.
Super. All right, we're going to wrap this one up here in a minute, guys. If you have questions, now is the time to put them in the comments. What did we want to remind people of? What's happening this week at Feathers Elite? Seeing as what hasn't happened at Feathers Elite. You've been super busy with loft tours.
Yeah, guys, Paul McAloney, I mean, one of the very 4 generations of pigeon flyers in Scotland, wins. Again, a lot of the base of those pigeons are the Gabby Vandenbeels, the good hard-nosed ones. There are some pigeons there very reasonably priced. All of them are still very reasonably priced because you pay for them in pounds when you go. So, and there's only 5 there, guys. They were all hand-selected. They're all hand-selected by Paul, myself, and William, his father. Check out that loft tour. Check out that sit-down interview. Yes, we are bringing the birds in. Once the auction season ends, we will be bringing the birds in. We will be importing them, quarantining them, everything in-house, so you don't have to worry about that. Paul McAloney, that was a great loft tour. Look at those cocks. Those are the hens. Look at them go out there. Beautiful job. Beautiful artwork, Leah. Congratulations on that. Paul, super job. Super 5 pigeons. And then, hey, let's not forget, Paul McAloney has 4 generations, Annemie Van Heen, 3 generations, 98 years of pigeon flying with Annemie Van Heen. Her auction is running now. It's running now. Wins. She wins in one loft races, national races, you name it, she wins. Great pigeon flyer. And this is a big week. 2 super heavy hitters, bid in confidence. You got With Van Heen, you've got 3 generations. With McAloney, you've got 4 generations. They know their way around a pigeon loft.
Absolutely. 3 generations. And I mean, if you listen to Annemie Van Hee's story and you know her story and how she came into flying her own birds, I mean, it's an incredible story of how she turned tragedy into triumph.
Yeah.
By the losing her father tragically, and then losing her grandfather shortly after, and she picked the pieces up and and carried on, kept the torch going. I just wanted to show everybody on her auction. If you have a look after this show, I have opened up another lot. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but Annemie does sell a full line of health products. The Natural Way to Success by A&M Van Hee. And if you check, I've put in the lot her catalog that you can, if you open up the lot, you can go right through her beautiful catalog here that she has. Tells a little story of how she got her start and all the great products that she sells. So we encourage you to check that out. A lot of great information on here about her lines as well. She also has some of her top racers and top breeders. And if you take a look at the auction and you take a look at this book and you take a look at the names, you're going to see we've got directs out of almost all of them. So I can't
You
say
know,
thank you
and
enough to Annemie for that.
no, you can't. And one other thing I want to say, the Van Heat products have been around since the 80s. These are the products that her grandfather and father put together along with Annemie. I talked to Anna Gochan, her partner Christian, a pigeon flyer. Um, he raved about Van Hee and said they were a family of cutting edge technology in supplements and giving the pigeons the good stuff and just great racing methods and great racing pigeons. And that's why I love it when I come here to Europe. And Leah, you know what I'm going to say here. These people love each other. They're very kind to each other. They're very nice to each other. Yeah, there's a little bit of back and forth, but hey, the world is what it is. But most of these guys I meet, they're very complimentary of the other top flyers, which is nice to see.
Yeah, you don't get the backbiting there at all. It's amazing. They don't do it. You never hear them talking badly about anybody. It's yes, Loft Manager Richard, and then Troy Spencer has a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say something more about Annemie Van Hee. Her products, number one, I think, Ryan, you made a mistake there. Her products started in 1974. That's when
Yeah.
they started.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Now, wait. I'm going to go back to where you said she picked up all of a sudden when her father died and her grandfather died. No, she didn't pick up at that time. She was born into pigeon flying. In other words, when she was 2 years old or
I
1 year old, she was sitting at the kitchen table.
Dad,
That's
I
when
get
she
that.
picked up.
Listen, I completely get that, but like I was born into it. I was born into it, but I didn't start getting into it
Yes.
until maybe 4 or 5 years ago because I had other things that I was doing with my, the garbage, our career,
But
whatever.
Okay,
hold
so hold
on
on.
a minute.
Oh,
Mentally, from the time you're a child,
Yes, I know.
you're
okay.
born
All right. So
into it.
we get it.
We know.
The 3 generations.
3 generations,
Let her go.
incredible.
That's what I'm
Troy,
saying.
there is a limited
Yeah.
amount of people on the live on the show weekly, so people on the show may not know about the contest. Well, everybody should be tuned into the show, Troy, don't you think?
Hey,
If you're part of the One Loft race, you might want to be part of the show. I'm not finished yet, Ryan, just a minute. I'm going to make a post about the additional, or maybe I should make the post. Maybe it's just going to be for people who tune into the show that are going to know about the fact that if they post a photo next week, they might get a Jan Hoyman's autographed copy. I thought that the Pioneer swag was enough to get people motivated, but apparently not. The post has been up there for several weeks now, Troy, about posting photos, but I understand that there's people had difficulty. So anyway, next week, yes, post your photos. We'll do a giveaway for a Jan Hoyman book. Yes, I will make another advertisement about it so people know what they're playing for next week. No problem. David Tracy, hell yeah, we need more women in the sport. How many women do we have in the Pioneer now? Let's count. Who do we have? Trace, we have cheer. Oh, Ryan's leaving. Okay, bye.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, bye. We have my thing's screwed up here. We have Tracy, we have Sherry, we have Heather Green, we have Chris Marshman. Oh, we have Kathy Icorn. I think we have 5. Do we have more? Who am I forgetting? What other woman am I forgetting?
Yourself.
Well, I can't technically
You forgot
fly
yourself.
because remember the fiasco last year, so. But maybe
Oh.
I did. Karen did win some prize money last year, and I did say I was going to reinvest it. So maybe the Flying Bitches will come up with something for next week for the ladies. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. But yes, David Tracy, we definitely need more women in the sport, 100%. Bruce Dixon, the European Flyers know what it takes to win there, so they respect others that put in the work. Bruce, you're on fire tonight. Yeah, that's right. You hit the nail. I think so. They know what it takes. And so they don't just slog somebody off if they win. They respect the fact that he's earned that position and they respect him or her for that instead of knocking them down. I think that's a difference in mentality when you get to levels as well. When you get to maybe that kind of level, it's a different mindset. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay. Frank Eichhorn, Mike Vanderyak. I don't know, Mike. I never chat. Oh, you're talking to Mike Vanderyak. Never mind. Heather. Oh, I said Heather. I said Heather. Oh, Mandy Scar. Where's Mandy?
Oh,
We got to get her.
yeah, we got to get Mandy.
Mike Green says Heather, his wife, loves posting pictures of the young birds. Well, good. Get them up there. We'll get some more photos up there. Let's fill that contest page with as many photos as we can and show everybody why the Pioneer Club and the Pioneer family and the Pioneer One Loft race is the funnest, most amazing race around. And that's only going to happen if we all work together and make it be that way. That means participation. Our race is not just about the pigeons and what they can do. It's about coming together and having a great summer together, a great summer of pigeon racing, and meet some new friends and have a great time. That's what we're hoping for this year. If all goes well. Okay. Anything else, guys, you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's been a pretty good one. We only got a couple more weeks left here to go until we take the one loft birds in until I'm back. And again, guys, ramp it up. And Troy, remember, because you don't see the post, get out there and tell your other pigeon friends you're part of the York Region Club. Invite them all. Everyone's welcome, guys. This is an open forum, man. We want to have fun. We want to promote the sport. And the best way to promote is everyone to be like me, have a big mouth and keep talking pigeons and brag and be positive and happy and enjoy it. It's a great sport. A big thank you this weekend again, before we wrap it up, to Marco Mattis, Wolf, and Oliver Fuchs, Frank Elkman, and Jan Hoymans. Thanks for having me this weekend. It was really, really fun. I learned a hell of a lot. And you guys will see those videos out soon. So enjoy. Good luck bidding. Remember, Macaloni closes first, and then Enemy Van Hee. All bids are in Canadian dollars. Yes, all birds will be imported into Canada, so you don't have to worry. That's it, Leah. I'm done.
Loft Manager Richard, anything else you want to say?
No. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. And don't worry about schmucks.
No, we don't worry.
All right.
We don't worry about schmucks or knitter natter. Keep on promoting the sport. Share, like, subscribe.
That's right.
Spread the word. It's a great sport. We need to get more people involved. Have a great week, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for your comments, your questions, your participation. Let's see those photos. Some lucky winner next week is going to come away with, show the book, Ryan, Jan Hoyman's autograph, brought to you by Feathers Elite. Don't say we never give you anything good, so get your photos in there. I'm Leah. That's Ryan. And Loft Manager Richard. We're from the Pioneer
Very
Racing Pigeon
nice.
Club of
Have
Ontario.
a good night.
Thanks for flying.
Bye for
Enjoyed
now.
everything.
Bye.